What's up everyone? Welcome to So Far So Gay. I'm Yasmin.
And I'm Sophie.
And today
we're going to be talking about our sperm donor.
I can't help it. Ooh, sperm. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe.
So the first thing to think about, that we had to think about, was whether we wanted the donor to be someone we knew or an anonymous donor. And we chose anonymous. We thought that it would be the best option for us. You never know what the future holds, but I guess if we chose a close friend or family member, relative, which often a lot of people do for obvious reasons, genetics, looks, blood, then you never know what can happen, and things can get a bit awkward, I guess, in the future, potentially.
I don't think we wanted to take that risk. We rate people that do. It's a very big and hard decision to make, but it didn't feel right for us.
You never know what the future holds, so we thought,
we don't really like uncertainty too much. I think there's a lot of uncertainty around it, and if it doesn't feel natural and okay from the get-go, then why overcomplicate it for us? It's not like by going anonymous you're depriving your children from knowing who their sperm donor is. There are options for this in the UK. UK law does allow your children at the age of 16 to get some information about their sperm donor, medical records,
family history,
marital status, family history, etc. At the age of 18, they can get the full name and last known address. So we wouldn't deprive them from that at any point.
The clinic that we have done our IVF with give, I think it's 4 choices of places to get your donor from. So one is already integrated with the clinic, but it's that they're UK based, but it's very anonymous. So I mean, if you're someone who likes to see pictures, baby pictures or adult pictures of the donor, it's not an option. So it's very like basic: hair color, eye color, skin color, ethnicity, height, weight, occupation, and that's about it.
So we decided to go with an international sperm bank. We found there were a lot more options on there from all around the world, and the sperm bank that we went for also allowed us to see pictures. We actually got 6 or 7 pictures of our sperm donor from birth all the way up to adulthood, which was very nice. Some of the other sperm banks you can't see pictures, so that was important for us to actually be able to see pictures. I think you can get a lot from that. We don't judge people based on their looks, but you do get a feeling. I don't know, it's like sperm Tinder. You get these, you go into like an app or a website and you get a list of profiles, and you can go into them and actually learn about these people. You get to hear an audio interview. This is with Fairfax. That's who we went with. Some other sperm banks work differently. You don't get to see those pictures, and you might not get those interviews. We don't really know much about others.
Also, with our clinic and also as a whole of the UK, it's the sperm banks have to be UK compliant. We can't just choose any sperm bank from around the world because they will not import the sperm here. The one we went with was quite informative and really quite straightforward and simple. Anything that you basically would want to know about the donor: full medical history, family history, any health conditions that they've had, any genetic conditions that they have family-wise or that they may carry, because also these things are for us probably the most important. I mean, we're trying to make a baby here, so we want it to be, as healthy as possible.
So initially, when we started looking through profiles, we had in our mind an idea of what we wanted. That doesn't really help when you're looking for a sperm donor, because you're restricting yourself so much, and it's almost like you're not content with any profile because you have this image in your mind of what you want this person to look like. You were maybe focusing on the wrong things. The initial criteria was to find someone that had Sophie's features. Reason being, we decided to do IVF using my eggs. So it was important to see those features there, to have like a lighter tone of hair than mine, blue eyes. She has beautiful blue eyes, and just to match those features a bit, to get it as close as possible to Sophie. But the profiles of people that we found that matched that criteria, personality-wise, weren't hitting the spot for us.
Yeah.
So we did find a few. I think there's one in particular that we were looking at repeatedly, and it didn't feel right.
Yeah, I think it was probably down to the personality. With us using Yasmin's eggs for this first try, Yasmin's quite a big, loud personality, right? A lot more energy than I am. I'm quite calm, quite chilled, you know. So when you think about it, with Yasmin's DNA mixed with another donor whose personality is very much like hers, you know, we kind of want a balance. So then, you know, we thought it was quite important to try and find someone who's quite chilled, quite, you know, zen.
We decided and thought that we were prioritising the wrong things. That it was more important to get the right personality and values in there, as opposed to we could have an identical.
There was someone actually. There was a
just
donor,
like you,
just like me, and his baby pictures was literally me as a boy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Exactly. We didn't go with him because we went through that profile, the personality profile, and it just wasn't matching anything. She's beautiful and amazing and so pretty. That's not, I don't think that's the strongest thing about Sophie. And I want our children to have the same personality or a similar personality, as opposed to look the same. We can have a child that looks exactly like Sophie in terms of like features, coloured hair, eyes, and be the opposite in terms of personality. We had to reassess our criteria.
Yeah, we were like, okay, no blue eyes, forget the eye colour. I'll give you a little example actually, because Yasmin has dark brown eyes. Is it both your mum and dad have brown eyes?
Yeah.
Both of her parents have brown eyes, and her sister has come out with these bright green eyes out of nowhere. Yeah. Well, not out of nowhere, they've clearly skipped a generation, and she's got the green eyes. So, you know, it doesn't even matter if we choose a donor with blue eyes. Who's to say that our child's going to have blue eyes? They could come out with green eyes, or, you know, like, we just don't know. So we scrapped the idea of eye colour is super important. It doesn't matter.
And then we actually started finding profiles that matched our criteria a lot more, that had the right personality traits and values, and we sat there. I mean, we were doing this for like a month or two. We'd listen to interviews and really just sit there and kind of study their personality, look at their medical history, their family history, and we kind of, it was down to two at the end. I think it was down to two very strong profiles that we really liked, and it was hard to decide.
It was hard to decide, but I think in the end,
we were more drawn to one.
Yeah, we were really drawn to one. Like, you know, I'd be at work and she'd be at work, and I'd message her and be like, I can't stop thinking about this one, number, blah 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 blah. They're numbered, right? So I can't stop thinking about this one. And she's like, yeah, me too. And this was going on for a while. We couldn't decide, but then we just kept.
So it was like, so why are we still thinking about it?
Yeah, we like, I think we decided, you know, in the deep of our minds, really, because that's what felt right.
Yeah.
His interview, his values of life are
very good,
very giving,
very
selfless. It just sounds like a very genuine, lovely person.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that matches that literally matches Sophie. Sophie's an introvert. She's very kind. I mean, her heart is bigger than her, easy. She's talented. She's hands-on. She likes arts and crafts. She's creative. The sperm donor was ticking every one of those boxes. Yeah. He is creative. He loves arts and crafts. He loves music. He's played instruments before. He's an introvert.
Nature.
He loves nature.
Helping people.
Yes, and he's very kind-hearted and really likes helping. So it was like, well, that's the sperm donor right there, you know, and we went for it, and I think we made a great choice. We also were able to find out whether they had already donated sperm to other families.
I was just thinking about that actually. Yeah. That's really good actually. It's handy to know because each profile does say whether they've donated before and if they've had successful pregnancies.
In our case, we found out that he had already had successful pregnancies. Not sure how many, but we do know that there's a limit as to how much sperm they can donate. Not how much sperm, sorry, but to how many families. I think there is an overall limit of 10 families.
Yeah. We could have ordered, like 10 vials of his sperm. We still count as one family, so it doesn't matter how much sperm we order, we are one family. So
he can't donate to more than 10 families, so there is a limit, which is common sense. We decided to get 2 vials of sperm, reason being that we want to have more than one child. The second child, we'd like to go with Sophie's eggs. So it was nice, the thought of actually the children that still being siblings, it doesn't matter if they're not, but we just thought it'd be nice for them to have that one thing in
same donor would be lovely. So we did order 2 vials. One has been used.
One has been used.
Yeah, and one is in storage.
Yeah. So we still have a vial, which will be used. And we might have to get more vials. Babies everywhere.
So I think overall, I quite enjoyed the process of choosing the donor. It was quite exciting.
Yeah, it's just interesting that you can just choose the sperm donor, and this is like technically the genetics of your child that you're choosing. I think it was a nice thing for us to do.
Yeah. It's very exciting, you know, because it's like that's the initial part of the whole IVF journey, you know.
Yeah.
You can't start without a donor, so it was nice to do that together.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. If you guys think we've missed anything, or if there's any information that you do wish to know that we haven't said, please write it in the comments below and we'll get back to you ASAP.
Yeah, also if you have any video suggestions or requests, make sure you let us know. We're happy to take anything on board and share any information with you as well. Yeah. We feel like it's very important to share this with you guys. We were looking at lots of videos when we started the process, just to understand the process better and to get a bit more knowledge, and we want to contribute to that as well. So let us know if there's anything you want to know, and we're happy to share.
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it and click subscribe.
Don't forget the bell.
Yeah, press the bell. Always press the bell so that when our new videos come out, you will be notified.
Peace out. So far, so good.
I love your egg. I love your egg. Nunca dio